Hi and welcome back. Today is another beautiful day here at IWS Motor Coaches and another video that I'm super excited to talk about. And the reason is because this is our motorhome. This is the IWS Signature Series, and it's something that's very close to us. We've been working over the years with our customers. We keep working on this mid-entry floor plan, and now we feel we've perfected it. This is a motorhome that's very easy for me to talk about because it's one I've been designing in my head, over and over about what we could do better. And I just think it's the ultimate motorhome in a single axle capacity that we could possibly build. And we put our heart and soul into it. And well, let's just walk inside so that you can see what I'm talking about. As we start up the stairs, the first thing you'll notice, we have a keyless entry there on the door grab handle on the left. You can see there's buttons there, so we can program this so you can push that to enter it. The other thing we've done is it's all tied into a remote control key fob, so you can unlock the front door. You can see we've done tiled entryway with the classic Renegade boot step on it, so as you go in with wet shoes or gunk on your feet, you can just slip your shoes off and they'll slide right underneath the boot step. Now as we move inside the motorhome, it's so hard filming these to really get the colors to resonate or to transfer over to what it is. But when people come in this motorhome, the first thing they say is, wow. The natural wood, the darker brown, it's a ultra leather bison fabric tied in with the backsplash, the stainless steel hardware. It's just got a fantastic look. The lighter woods really make things feel more open and airy. And if you're somebody that loves mountain living or mountain lifestyle, kind of a southwesterny design, western look, this is the motorhome that probably will very much appeal to you. When we designed this mid-entry motorhome a few years ago, we were trying to give you something that had a really long galley in it so that you had a lot of cooking space in it. We still wanted to have everything accessible, so you had good viewing angles from the TV. Here you can see we've installed power shades. That's something that I'm becoming a bigger fan of as I've been running them in my own coach. You can just push one button and all the power shades will power up. Real nice when you pull into a camping spot at night, you just push one button. Here's a real good look of the sofa and the ultra leather fabric and the color, and it just resonates very well with this motorhome. You can also see, and this is one of the last motorhomes that we were allowed to do our own custom tiled floor in. Renegade now has gone back to stock colors in the flooring, but this is an iris wood grain flooring tile, and it's something that we really searched out and really love the look of it. Our customers have loved it, and this is going to be one of the last motorhomes that we have on order that has that flooring option in it. Another thing is we pan around the motorhome, I want to draw your attention to the electrical outlets there at the end of the sofa. So you got multiple places to plug in iPhones, iPads, laptops. We want you to always be connected no matter where you're sitting in this motorhome to be able to charge your electronic device. Another thing I wish that I could translate through in the video is just the feel of this ultra leather fabric. It is just amazing. When you lay down on it, your back doesn't get hot. It's very supple and soft, but yet it has incredible wear properties in it, and I just can't say enough good about it. Here we're going to unfold the hide-a-bed in the event that you have guests. And some of the things that people don't understand when we're designing these floor plans is that we really wanted to put the sofa where you had good viewing of the television, but we also wanted you to be able to access the whole kitchen, and that's why when the bed is folded out, you can still walk by the bed. You can get in and out of the motorhome easy. You have access to the back. But when you're sitting at the dinette, if you got kids sleeping there, you can still cook a full breakfast. You have full access to the kitchen. Works out really nice. This mattress too, we didn't show it on the video, but it's a full air pump, so it probably takes about 2 minutes to inflate it. What I like about that is you can control the firmness of the mattress by how much air you put into the bed. Now we're over at the Flex Steel dinette, and you know, I just keep preaching over and over how much we love this dinette. You know, I'm kind of a bigger guy. I'm 6 foot, 240 pounds. I fit really nice in at this dinette. The curved back on it is really neat. You can just kind of lay your back into the corner and hang your feet out. We love having storage underneath the dinette. Kids can put, toys in there or extra clothes. You can keep linens in there. You can just seems to never have enough storage. As we pan up, you're going to see some of the overhead storage on it, and we started adding more overhead compartments based on our customers just wanting more storage. And as you can see, we've carried the cabinetry all the way across over the dinette and the sofa. It's hard to show on here, but these are very deep. I carry a laptop, a big laptop. It slides right up in there. We can store extra blankets over the top or shoved in there. Just beautifully well-built cabinets with lots of storage space. Here we're going to pan around and just show you a little bit more of the cabinetry and the craftsmanship. And that, when you look in the video, if you start looking at how level the doors are and the gap between the trim work and the door, you'll really start to see what we're talking about. Also can point out that some of the things that we do on our Signature series is we request Renegade to locate things in a certain area. So you'll see on the driver's side compartment, there's a 110 outlet in there. The reason we started putting one in there is because that's where I like to keep my satellite phone charged up. But a lot of people don't think about this stuff. We also request that the control panels be located here and that they're mounted low, so if it's more in line with your eyesight rather than being put up too high and out of the way. I started going a little bit faster through all of the controls of this because when you buy a motorhome from us, we include the IWS Advantage Package, and that's we provide you with an iPad. We have private videos that show you how to use the Cummins Onan control panel. We walk you through how to use all of these control panels on the videos. When you get into the auto gen start here, it can be very confusing, so we have videos that break it down to how you can program your generator to start when the batteries are low. We can program your air conditioning or the generator to come on when it gets a certain degree temperature in the motorhome, and then 5 minutes after that we'll have the air conditioning kick on for those of you that want to leave your dogs in the motorhome. All of that can seem a bit confusing, and that's why we've developed our IWS Advantage Package. Is we're gonna, when you're out on the road, not only do you get these videos, but we also have 24-hour service exclusive to our customers. So if you're out on the road and you have a problem, you're going to be able to call back to us and somebody's going to answer the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In almost all cases, there is an occasion when we do have a cellular outage here, but 99.9% of the time, when you need someone, we're going to be there for you. Another neat thing that we've been doing is you'll notice the mesh covering. So typically a Renegade will come with glass over that, but we feel it's more important to get the heat out of that compartment. So for about 2 years now, we've been requesting Renegade to put mesh screens in front of our audio-video compartments to get the heat off the components. We really feel that it's going to help them last a lot longer. And on our Signature series, we also had them put an air conditioning vent in the top of it so that cold air is always entering and cooling the components off. Now as we move around into the driver's seat of this Cascadia 113, What can I say? It's just so driver oriented that you just really need to come sit in it. Some of the things that we've started doing is you'll notice the large 9-inch screen. Typically when you buy a Renegade, it comes with a 6-inch screen. We went out and sourced these beautiful Alpine large screens, all touch command. It also has Google or Apple CarPlay on it. Just incredible amounts of thought that we put into this. We also make a passenger seat drink holder. Just can't say enough about this particular chassis and the drivability of it. I talk quite a bit more about the engine and the power plant in the exterior video of it, but at 505 horsepower and 1850 foot-pounds, this thing is going to drive just like a sports car. It has great visibility, great turnability. It's just an amazing vehicle. Now, as we talk about the refrigerator, this is an 18 cubic foot residential refrigerator. Again, it's the exact same refrigerator I have in my personal motorhome. We've had great luck with it. It's nice having the freezer portion on the bottom. That gives you a lot more room at the top for your day-to-day items. There's also an ice maker in the bottom tray on it. If you want to have ice for drinks or ice for your coolers, it's got a real nice ice maker in it. A refrigerator, most people say a refrigerator is a refrigerator, but we've just been very happy with this Samsung refrigerator. You'll also know it has door lock mechanisms on it so that you can lock the doors as you're traveling down the road. Now, as we move up into the overhead compartments, we're going to begin our journey through the cabinetry of this motorhome, and there is just an incredible amount of storage in this motorhome. It's really hard to see back in there, but if you can imagine, that compartment is the full depth of a refrigerator and the full width of it. And they always say you can't have too much storage compartment, but sometimes I wonder, in our Renegade Classic, sometimes we kind of forget where things are because there's so much storage on it. But in the end, it's better to have more storage than to have not enough. Here's a nice shot of just looking at the contrasting colors and some of the wood streaks and the wood graining in this beautiful maple wood. All of these cabinets are handmade right there in Indiana. They're all dovetail drawer construction with full slide out drawers on them. Just beautiful, beautiful cabinetry. Most people that come into these motorhomes that we're building, especially our Signature Series, are saying that they're nicer than their homes. And that's quite a compliment to us. That's our goal, is to work with Renegade to design the absolute best we can and put our name on it. Here you can see the cabinet drawers are all slid out. You'll also notice the black portion there just upper to the right of the refrigerator. That's where the electrical panels are. So if you ever need to replace a fuse, or if you ever have a circuit breaker trip, it's very easy to access the electrical panel. You don't have to go outside, crawl underneath the motorhome and take off an access panel. It's all right there within reach. Here's a little bit better shot of the electrical panels, also the pantry slide out drawers. As I mentioned earlier, these have full length slide out drawer rails on them, so everybody's just completely thrilled with the cabinetry on these coaches. When it comes to the lower cabinetry on the counter, it's, again, on the video, it's always so hard to point out how much storage there is. But we really love the slide out drawer underneath the stove. As you can see, there's a great spot there to store pots and pans, and that's something that people just are really drawn to. And part of that is why we went to the flat cooktop on it. It allows us to get a little bit more storage underneath it, but we also really think it's a great cooktop. By not using the gas one, we're able to not have to have a cover that you got to remove all the time, and it just really seems to help the flow of the overall kitchen. You'll also notice in the backsplash we've had a 110 outlet put there so that with 2 outlets so you can plug in a toaster or a coffee pot there. You'll also notice on the right side of the window we installed another 110 outlet. Again, we're trying to keep you connected and make everything usable or user-friendly for you. Here's a great shot of the kitchen sink with the full-length pull-out residential faucet and sprayer. I think the colors really just accent themselves well. If you'll notice that sink, it's big enough to, if you need to wash a small dog, you can fit them in there. Pots, pans, it's all gonna work really great. As we go back over the doorway, you'll notice we've had extra coat hangers put there so you can hang your coats over the door and the water's gonna drip down onto the tiled floor. We had full-length beveled mirrors put into it. Just everything just seems to work very well together in this motorhome. We really tried to get, I guess I've never studied feng shui, but I think if we did, that would be a great word to use on this motorhome. It just feels right when you're in it. So some of the little things that we do at IWS is you'll notice all the labeling on these switches. So that's something we do here. That is not a Renegade option. That's something our marketing department has designed these label covers. Normally they don't have them, but we felt it was important, to label these switches so that our customers would know which switch does what. And it seems quite simple, doesn't it? But, it's just that extra effort that we put through for our customer. That off-on switch there, the white one, is for the ceiling fan, and then this is for your carefree awning. And you can also control the motion sensor, the sensitivity of the awning, so if the wind blows a little bit, it'll retract, or you can dial it in to where the wind's got to blow a lot. Now we enter the mid-bath on this, and at first we were a little bit hesitant when we designed this because the toilet is in the shower area. But when you go inside here, you really would hopefully start to understand what our thought process was, and that is by not making the toilet private, and not having a private wall there, the bathroom is way bigger than you would normally expect to see in a motorhome of this size. It's kind of hard to explain on the video until you come see it in person, but lots of room inside of this bathroom. You can see here we've installed a real nice linen closet right here. It's a great place to keep towels and washcloths and things like that. We wanted to really just make the usability of the bathroom as good as we did the usability of all other portions of the motorhome. And we really feel that we've done a great job. At least the feedback from our customers is that don't change a thing. This thing is perfect. As you can see, the cabinet doors, we install bump stops on the cabinet so the doors don't ding the wood. It's just, I don't know. We talk internally about how hard that people don't understand how hard we try to make the best we can. And, I don't even know where I'm going with this. I just want you to know that when you buy a motorhome from us, if we've ever encountered a problem, we're going to try to fix it on the next motorhome. And so each motorhome we seem to just get better and better. Here you can see we've opted for the all-in-one washer and dryer. And the reason we did that is to get you more linen space above. But we also feel the new all-in-one washer and dryer is a pretty competent unit. It's the same one I have in my coach, and what helps them, they've come a long way in design, is Renegade vents this out. So it's an actual vented dryer. When I talked to Splendid, they said it's the same washer and dryer as a stack, but the downside to this is that you can't dry it until you're done washing. If you have a stacked washer and dryer, you can do double the laundry. And for most people that are running a smaller motorhome like this, the trade-off is worth it to have the all-in-one. Here's a nice shot of the fiberglass shower in here, something that a lot of people really like because it has a nice seat in it. It's very large and spacious. The ceiling height in this motorhome is around 7 foot 3 inches, and then with the skylight on it, there's just incredible amounts of height available inside of this motorhome. Again, Renegade just kind of sticks with more of a straightforward functional design, just a real nice basic shower head in it and shower control system. Real nice doors, there's easy access in and out of the motorhome. Now we can move over to the Vanity, and on this coach we went with the vessel bowl, and that's something that's becoming more popular with us. And the reason we did a vessel bowl is on a smaller motorhome like this, by using a bowl we're able to increase the amount of counter space you got. If you look at the bottom of the bowl, you can stack stuff all around the bottom of it. Makes it a little easier when you're brushing your teeth. You have a higher faucet on it, and it seems to be something that for sure you're going to see more and more on our Signature series, because our customers, the feedback's been very nice with it. You also see on the cabinets there's lots of storage. We've asked Renegade to do, rather than do 2 bifolding doors, to add extra drawers in the side of the Vanity to give you a little more storage space. We've also got a 110 outlet right there if you're running an electric shaver. There's a great shot of the medicine cabinet, and I guess the thing I'm trying to point out is the quality and the fit and finish. Even if you kind of look at the molding along the wall there above the sink, you'll notice how all of the wood is aligning itself very good. The hole spacing on the drilled holes there, everything is just spot on. And that's something that I don't think anybody could argue the quality of these motorhomes. It is just absolutely on par with the best coaches in America. Now we're going to pan around and open the pocket door here and move into the bedroom of this motorhome. And it's something that we've been working back and forth with our customers, getting quite a bit of feedback. And we've been offering our Signature series in 2 distinct different style wardrobe closets. This one is a more traditional style Renegade wardrobe closet, and you'll see when we open up the doors on it what I'm talking about. You can also see as we look down that where the audio visual controls are, we went with the mesh screen door again, not glass, to keep the heat in. But the Renegade wardrobe closet, as you can see here, you have full access behind the television. So the curtain rod or the closet rod goes all the way. So a lot of people will put their slower moving clothes in behind the television, and their faster moving ones here. The big thing that people are astounded with is the craftsmanship. When you go inside the cabinet and look in the back of the TV, it's all solid wood. You don't see a bunch of bare wires hanging out in there. There's also LED lights, so when you open the cabinet doors, the wardrobe closet lights up. It just, again, we offer it in 2 different styles. This particular coach we brought in with this style. When this door is open, you can kind of start to see the wood grains and the features of the maple wood. It's something that we really struggle with getting across on the video, getting the wood tones and the graininess to really show up. Here you can see there's even just more storage compartments underneath the wardrobe closets. This bedroom's equipped with its satellite TV prep for direct TV, so you could just put your receivers in there and activate it. LED smart TV. As we move around into the bed right here, you'll see, again, I'm always preaching about the cabinets or the counters on each side of the bed, the nightstands, if you will. And one of the ways that we were able to get more space there was by deleting the side windows. When you have the side windows over them, you lose a lot of the counter space. And people that are buying motorhomes from us really seem to get it when they come look at the motorhome and understand the thought that we put into that. Looking back through the bedroom here, you can see there's real nice overhead cabinets. It's a great place to, store extra blankets and linens and pillows. Also reading lights above each of the bed, wall sconces, just beautiful. Well, I really hope you enjoyed the interior video tour of our IWS Signature Series Renegade Classic. As I close every video, I just want to thank you for spending some time with us. And for those of you that have subscribed to our YouTube channel, it just means a lot to us that there's people out there that seem to, it feels like we're doing the right thing, and getting your feedback has been just great. And ultimately, I just hope to have you come by and visit with us and take a walk through some of our coaches. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.